Everything changed in fifth grade. Life got really tough, and my grandmother, who I was really close with, passed away, and parents started a really ugly divorce that would last for 7 years. This really deep cynicism set in my heart. And by the time I was in high school, I was a very passionate atheist, and not only was I an atheist, but I just thought Christianity was the most absurd thing. I didn't understand how people could be that happy with something that they can't see, but that they can feel. I thought life was really about how far you could get and what you could achieve and how much money you could make. When I graduated, I actually decided to take a different route and co-found my own drone company. But that time was really rough because starting a company is a really unconventional thing to do, and it's hard regardless of what age you are, but it's really hard if you're 18 years old like I was. And quickly I fell into some sin struggles. I put all of my hope and my dreams into this idea that I could grow my company, sell it, move to Monaco, and marry a model. That's what I thought my dream was for the longest time, and that's what I went to sleep thinking about. That's what I woke up thinking about, and that was just really where I wanted my life to go. As I was running my company, the days were really long because you're never off the clock. You're always on. And so for me, my place of relaxation came in the form of a gym. I would go every night, and it was always the same time every night. And every single night, it was the same group of guys who would be there. So it'd be me, this random guy named Dave, and just a couple other kind of random sojourners who would come in from time to time. And Dave and I became really good friends over the course of about a year. And it started with just really casual conversation, like, "Oh, I'm Nick. I have my own company. Oh, well, what do you do? Oh, well, my name's Dave, and I'm a pastor." And then it turned into, "Oh, well, Dave, what are you up to this weekend?" "Oh, well, I'm going to speak at this conference in Louisiana." "Oh, well, Dave, what are you talking about?" "Oh, well, I'm talking about God's unconditional love for us." "Oh, so what do you mean by that? What does that mean?" I'm an atheist. Tell me." And so over about the course of a year, my heart just really got so softened in the gospel. And then Dave was speaking at Church Project one day, and he invited me. And I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that day because I came into Church Project, and I was a couple minutes late. Okay, maybe more like 35. But anyway, came in and I sat in the back left corner, and man, I just sat there, and it's like I could feel my heart just cracking, and I just started to weep up in the back and just cry because I'm like, man, I'm home. I'm like, I know where I'm at, and I feel it, and I'm home. So I definitely didn't have all the answers in that moment, but I definitely knew that I was somewhere that could give me them. Maybe 3 or 4 months after I came to Church Project, I sat down with Dave and we got coffee. And I was like, "Well, Dave, what do I do now? Where do I start?" And he's like, "Well, start with the book of John." So I started reading through the book of John, about 3.5 years ago now. And I actually just finished reading through the New Testament last week. One of the stories in scripture that always makes me just feel so humbled is the story of the lost lamb and the parable of the good shepherd going to find the lost lamb and bringing it back. And we see so much scripture celebrates that one who is lost and is found again. And scripture says all of heaven rejoiced. And I just can't imagine what that moment was like in heaven when I felt it here on earth.